Yeah, I get a bit frustrated when I listen back and I hear that I've been touching my phone or sliding it across the surface. But anyway, so with a parasite like this technology, this device that's gonna get you to do what it wants you to do, it is a case of when you imagine a fungi overriding an ant or just any of those insects, man. It's like for the human, it's a case of understanding how you interact with reality via the visual and almost the mental as well, where it's like a dream. Most people, your mind is not extending beyond the dream that was created for you. For example, like the American dream. That allows your mind to extend, but your mind extends into a fiction. How you think reality is, how you think the future will be. You are within another person's story, and you are in an altered state of consciousness. You know, if you watch a movie, I watched Spider-Man 2, and after I saw Doc Ock, when the movie finished, I was running around the cinema pretending I was Doc Ock. It had such a powerful effect on the consciousness of imagination. You think you're going to become like Spider-Man, you think you're going to become like these superheroes, okay, via the screen, via Hollywood and its magic over the mind, okay? So the real power for such a parasite is to really have you in a dream, have you in a, you know, you do not connect to the stars, you do not connect to the higher consciousness. However, you are contained to their dream, their altered reality. That is how the parasite really gets to you. That really contains you. They contain your consciousness and they present you with a false visual. They present you with a false extension of your mind into the medium, into time, into reality. You know, you're disconnected from that, and that's how you get, you know, that's the really the effects, in my opinion. When you see the bloody insect doing something, bro must just be in a dream. You must just be in an altered state of consciousness, okay? Being fed a false objective. You know, when I say that the money becomes the incentive, you know, you know, your objective is now overridden. You are given a false objective that is in the incentive and will of the system, of the parasite. Yeah. So when you're deeply entwined with this tech, you won't even be allowed to reach God. You won't even be allowed to reach your higher consciousness or your higher understanding. You know what I mean? You must be contained within the dream and its incentive and its objective. You must be very short-sighted. You must not be able to see past the illusion of what it presents to you. That's how deep it needs to be. This is why things like NVIDIA, that when I looked at the symbol of NVIDIA, it was like, or when I understood it in its greater aim, it is that visual, it is the visual aspect of the mind, like the pineal gland, but the dream-like one. Well, I understood NVIDIA for gaming, you know, graphics, GPUs. And then I noticed them with Tesla saying that they almost need cars to dream. It's not, is that, you know, to have that, what the human has, to have just have the visual, but you have like the mental space, the mental spatial awareness. You have a different type of understanding as to how you navigate this reality or to navigate the physical plane as it's happening in your head, okay? But with what the human has, they're seeking to map it out, they're seeking to replicate it. And it's more than just the visual, it's how the visual and the dream becomes the foundation of your mind. You can't just have a dog talking to you. You'll lose your mind. Despite seeing movies, if a dog spoke to you, your mind will fracture in a way. You can't handle no dog speaking to you. Okay, because your mind is rested upon a foundation as to how reality works. And when you are contained to the dream, the dream must become the foundation. Okay, the dream must look like reality. The dream must keep you sane in order for it to truly entwine with your mind. You can't be causing fractures. You can't be causing destabilization as to what you think is possible. Yeah, unfortunately, upon recording this, we didn't really capture my understanding. Like, I sit here and I have an emotional understanding. I have intuition or intuitive thought, and then it comes with a rush of emotion, and I'm like, okay, I got to make a recording about this. And this is why sometimes I repeat in my recordings. I keep going in a circle because it's like it's like a pathway of water just flowing. And I unfortunately, through language, the water goes through something that I've already carved out. You know, I've carved out a language path of explanation in terms of what I understand. And I keep trying to get the water back and then allow it to flow naturally as to where it wants to go. But sometimes I've just carved out a explanation and it's too deep that the water can't just overflow and escape somewhere else. That's what I'm gonna say. So I don't think I might listen to this again and go, that's what I wanted to say. That's the understanding that I have, but I'm deep lost in the words now. My brain went from being in a dream state to now it's in the waking state where you're using words trying to sound smart, but you ain't understanding nothing.